Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Fulton MacGregor in securing this important debate, and I'd also like to congratulate Albion Rovers for such an innovative project, also with Mark Miller. And in 2017, when I did the Pipe-a-thon around all the football clubs, the senior clubs in Scotland, one of the things that really struck me was the sense of community in every single club, and not just between the clubs themselves and also in the areas that they are, but just that whole kind of sense of community. They realise that the Scottish football, I mean, they are all in this together, irrespective as to whether it's a small club or whether it's a large club. And the projects like this will be hugely beneficial for Albion Rovers, but also to safeguard Albion Rovers' future as an ongoing entity. I wanted to touch upon just a couple of brief points, and I think this debate is extremely useful and helpful, and it's probably I would hope maybe can lead to kind of a wider debate in the chamber in terms of the future of Scottish football, because it's clear that COVID has had such a hugely negative effect upon football as well as every other aspect of society. I raised the question to the First Minister last week about football, and it's clear that I think we would all accept there is no big pot of gold that the Scottish Government are sitting on to go and put into clubs in Scottish football. It's not there. And the activities and the actions of the Scottish Government, obviously putting pressure upon the UK Government to get a fund to try to help clubs, is hugely important. I think that probably one of the confusing elements when it comes to when anyone talks about football, I mean, the folk who are in this chamber today, I mean, we all support smaller teams. And I say that advisedly to my colleagues whose teams are in the Scottish Premier League. But nonetheless, none of us support any of the Old Firm teams or teams from Edinburgh or Aberdeen. So we realise and we understand how important every single pound is for our clubs. And when you've got potential deals taking place of a player being purchased for £20 million or £50 million and the like, and even obviously kind of a lot more depending on the clubs and the leagues, many people in society will think, well, actually, what are these folk talking about when it comes to football? Because there's plenty of money in football.
Can I get an intervention in that?
Sure.
George Adams.
Just to add to the member and presiding officer, it pains me as a St Mirren fan to say this, but is it not the case that the community work done by Greenock Morton is some of the best in the country at the moment, and the fact that if that wasn't there, there would be issues for your community?
Stuart McMillan.
I absolutely agree with my friend from Paisley, the St Mirren supporter. That's both you and me finished now. But genuinely, presiding officer, this issue of the importance of the community clubs it's there for anyone to see, for people who support smaller teams. But that message has still got to get through of the importance of the community club, the community asset. It's not just about the economy, it's that social ethos and that social thing that they bring to their communities as well. Not every club has got the amount of money that Man City has got, or Barcelona, or Inter Milan. Clubs in Scotland don't have that money. So this is where projects like what's happening now at Albion Rovers are hugely important. That's not about allowing a club to thrive, that's about allowing a club to survive throughout this COVID pandemic, which is clearly going to last for quite some time. Sure.
Fulton MacGregor, and then you'll need to wind up, please.
Sure. I'm wondering if the member would recognise one of the late chairman Albion Rovers, Gordon Dishington, always said, because you mentioned Rangers and Celtic earlier, he always said, I think, that we need to accept that most people in local towns support the bigger teams, but he always hoped that they would lend their second support to their local team. Do you think that the live streaming of games gives an opportunity for that to happen? Perhaps a Rangers, Celtic or Man United supporter might just say, well, you know what, I'm going to watch my local team this week.
And briefly, Mr McMillan, I think the Minister and I would like to get home before it's bedtime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely agree wholeheartedly with my colleague Fulton MacGregor. So I will wrap up, Presiding Officer, but I genuinely once again congratulate Fulton MacGregor for securing this debate and for allowing this opportunity to have this discussion and this debate in the Chamber. Thank you.